Notes for lecture 2. So the first one is multiplying each expression. So we have 4x multiplied by 5x raised by 3. So we multiply number with number. So 4 times 5, that's 20. Then x times x raised by 3. Well, x is x raised by 1 exponent. So we just add the exponent. Because x raised by 3 means x times x times x 3 times. So each one has exponent 1. We add 1 to 1 to 1, so we get x raised by 3. So this is x raised by 1 times x raised by 3. That's x raised by 1 plus 3, which is 4. B. B, we only have this negative sign. So this is positive, this is negative. So that equals to negative. Positive times negative is negative. So by default, if there's no sign, that means positive. But negative times negative will be positive. So that means we get a negative because the first term is positive by default. Times negative, that's negative. Then we have x times x, right? Each one is x raised by 1, x raised by 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So get x squared. Oh, I'm missing 6. I have negative 6. Negative 6. Then for y, I have y raised by 4, y raised by 2. So multiply. I got 4 plus 2, 6. For z, I have z raised by 2. Then this is z raised by 1. 2 plus 1, 3. So I get negative 6 x squared y to the 6th power and z raised by 3. Let's see this one. With same base, the base is negative 3, but it's a division. When it's multiplication, we add the exponents. When it's a division of the same base, we subtract the exponent. So do a minus 4, or a minus 4 is 4. So negative 3 raised by 4. Negative sign raised by an even number become positive. So that equals to 3 raised by 4. Well, 3 raised by 4 means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 4 times. 3 times 3, 9. 9. 9 times 9, 81. Let's see B. We divide in those two. So we divide number with number. So 15 divided by 3, we get 5. Then for A, we have 5. So division of the same base, subtract the exponents. So A raised by 5 minus 2. Then for B, we have 3 minus 1. By default, this is a 1. 3 minus 1. So get 5. A raised by 5 minus 2, 3. B raised by 3 minus 1, 2. Anything raised by 0 power is 1. Right? Anything raised by 0 power is 1. Negative 1 raised by 0 power, 1. But let's see this one. This negative sign has nothing to do with this exponent of 0. So that's negative x raised by 0 equals to 1. So that's negative 1. Compare this with negative x raised by 0. This will be different. But this will be 1 because this negative is also being raised to 0 power. Okay, let's see 4. So now we have a negative exponent. So negative exponent means this. because this denominator is 1, right? Means it goes to the denominator with a positive exponent. So 4 raised by negative 3 in the numerator is 4 raised by 3 going to the denominator. And then 4 raised by 3 is 4 times 4 times 4. 3 times, right? 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4, 64. So that's 1 over 64. Negative x raised by negative 5, that's 1 over x raised by positive 5. This is C. When the negative exponent happens in the denominator, we just flip into the numerator. That's 5 raised by positive 3 over 1. Okay, let's see D. Y raised by negative 3, we change to be the denominator, y raised by positive 3. But this 3 is still in the denominator. And this y raised by negative 8, we change to be in the numerator with positive 8. So that's this 3 is 1/3. So that's 1/3 of y raised by a minus 3, which is y raised by 5. Or maybe we can do another way. We just go ahead to this is 1/3. So 3 in the denominator, that's 1/3. Then we have y raised by negative 3 minus negative 8. Remember, same base division, we subtract the exponents. Then we get 1/3 of negative 3 minus negative 8 minus becomes plus. So minus 3 plus 8, that's a minus 3, that's 5. Okay, either way. So what's important is, remember this 3 in the denominator, so it's 1/3. You may also write it like this, 1 to the 5th power in the numerator, then 3. Okay, those two exactly the same. Let's see 5. So we have 2 layers of exponent. So 5 raised by 3, then raised by 4. So the meaning of this is because 5 raised by 3 raised by 4 means I have 4, 5 raised by 3 multiplies itself. Right. Then I know multiplication of the same base add the exponents. So I have 5 raised by 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 4 times. Well, that's 5 raised by 12. So this is the principle behind it, but we don't really have to do this. So what we do is, when we have 2 layers of exponents, we just multiply them by 5 raised by 3 times 4. Well, 3 times 4 is just 12. 5 raised by 12. Let's see B. We have 5 raised by square because it's inside parentheses. Then x raised by negative 5 times 2. Okay, 5 is 5 raised by 1 by default. 1 times 2 is 2. X raised by negative 5 times 2. So 5 squared, 25. Then x raised by negative 5 times 2, negative 10. And we want to write this negative exponent in the denominator, x raised by positive 10. But 25 is still in the numerator, right? Because 25 is not raised by negative power. Now let's see C. So negative sign raised by even number, that become positive. So 3 squared is 9. X is x raised by 1. 1 times 2 is 2x squared. Y raised by 3, then raised by 2. 3 times 2, 6. So D, we divide it. Let's simplify inside first. Then we'll apply the exponent. So 6 divided by 2, that's 3. X squared, just x squared. And y raised by negative 3, now in the denominator, now we flip into the numerator to have a positive exponent, then raised by 3. So simplify inside the parentheses first. 6 divided by 2, that's 3. X squared, y to the negative 3 in the denominator. So we flip to the numerator, y raised by 3. Now what's in the denominator? The denominator, we only left with 1. We don't really bother to write divided by 1. Now we can apply this exponent 3. So this is 3 raised by 1. So 3 raised by 3, x raised by 6, because 2 times 3 is 6. And y raised by 9, because 3 times 3 is 9. 3 cubed, 27. 27, x raised by 6, y raised by 9. Let's see 6. 6 will have this multiplied by this. But the second one has square. So we need to do the square first. So 4 square, because we have 4 times 4 raised by 2, that's 16. X square square, that's x raised by 4. Then y square. Then multiply by the first one, 5, x raised by 6, y raised by -3. 5 times 6, 80, right? Because 5 times 6, 30. 5 times 10, 50. 50 plus 30, 80. 80, the x raised by 6, x raised by 6 times x raised by 4, 6 plus 4, 10. Then y raised by -3 plus 2, that's y raised by -1. And we need to write 80 x raised by 10 divided by y. Y raised by 1, just y. I say b. B, we rewrite the numerator because nothing to do with the numerator for now. We want to apply this -2 inside the parentheses. So we have 2 raised by -2. We have x raised by -3 times -2, positive 6. Then y raised by -2. Now, negative exponent will flip into the numerator. So we have 5, x raised by 4, y 3. Now, 2 raised by -2 becomes 2 square in the numerator. Y raised by -2 becomes y square in the numerator. All divided by what's left in the denominator, only x raised by 6. So simplify this. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 5, 20. X raised by 4. Y raised by 3, y squared, 3 plus 2, 5, y raised by 5. Then divided by x raised by 6. Well, we have x raised by 4, x raised by 6, so that becomes x squared in the denominator. So 20, y raised by 5, divided by x squared. Okay, now this is about the scientific notation and decimal notation. Decimal notation, scientific notation. So you see, this AB is in decimal notation. Maybe you see, hey, I don't see decimals, right? Well, the decimal means we can always add up the decimal places here. We can always add a 0 here. So it's a decimal notation. Let's see, 7, we want to write the scientific notation. So this is a scientific notation. The first number is bigger than 1, or can be 1, less than 10. You see, less than 10 or, yeah, less than 10. So we have 10 raised by 6. What's 10 raised by 6? That's 6 zeros followed by 1. So this is 10 raised by 6, which is 1 milli, times 2.4. So we got a 2, 4. Well, these decimal places, when we move these decimal places to here, to make it 24, we can think this is 2400, doesn't really matter, right? But the decimal points after 0 now, we just Q10 from here. So that's 24 times, now followed by 5 zeros, right? 100,000. Then we multiply together, we get 24, how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros, okay? Let's say B. B have a negative 3.7 multiplied by, remember 10 raised by negative exponent. Negative exponent means 1 over 10 raised by 4. Negative 3.7, 10 raised by 4 is 4 zeros followed by 1, follow 1. What is 1 over 1, 0, 0, 0, 0? That's 0.134. That's 0.0001. Right? So that becomes negative 3.7 times 0.0001. Did I miss 1 0? No, that's 4 places, right? Because there's 4 zeros, that's 4 places, right? So that is negative. Let's count how many decimal places. 1. So this is 4 decimal places plus this 1, so 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the end, you'll get negative 0.00037. So number 8, we want to do the opposite. We want to write the decimal notation into scientific notation. So 69, we want to pick 6.9 because 6.9 is less than 10. Then multiply by 10 raised by a certain power. So we need to figure out this power. Well, because we put decimal point here, so we need to count from 9. So this, we have 9 zeros plus 1 place for 9. We have 10 places. So that's 10 raised by 10. So 6.9 multiplied by 10 raised by 10. This one, we would pick a 4.12. Then we also count the decimal places. So because we have put a decimal here, so we have moved 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So negative 4. Negative 4. You see, this number is less than 1. So negative 4. 9, we multiply two scientific notations for A, then B, we divide two scientific notations. So we want to multiply the number with the first number with the first number. So we get 2.1 multiplied by 8, then multiply by 10 raised by 4, multiply by 10 raised by negative 6. We didn't change anything, just change their positions, right? Multiplication are commutative, which means the order doesn't matter. So we just change the orders. Now 2.1 times 8 is 16.8. Then 10 to the 4th power times 10 to the negative 6th power with 10 raised by 4 plus negative 6. So that's 16.8 multiplied by 10 raised by negative 2, right? Because 4 minus 6, negative 2. Now, is this a scientific notation? No, because the first number is bigger than 10. We need the first number to be less than 10. So what do? We change 16.8 to be 1.68 multiplied by 10, right? So this is still 16.8. Then multiply by 10 raised by negative 2. Okay, now the first number is good. It's less than 10, 1.68. Then we combine those two. This is 10 raised by first power times 10 raised by negative 2. 1 minus 2, that's negative 1. So A, we get 1.68 times 10 raised by negative 1. For division, we do the same thing. We divide the first number with the first number. Then we divide the base 10. Right? 6.8 divided by 2, that's 3.4. Then division of the same base, we subtract the exponents. So we have 4 minus negative 3. Well, minus negative become plus. So get 3.4 multiplied by 10 raised by 4 plus 3, 10 raised by 7. Okay, that's it. That's for yesterday, lecture 2.